Hey guys, my name's Johnno. I'm running things down in Melbourne for Mayhem. Just a bit of a glimpse of how things are going to go down here in Melbourne. Got a few things lined up, a few people to interview, a few companies to interview, a few tattoo artists, a few street artists, and hopefully have that first issue December, Jan. Got a few questions I'm going to ask. These will be kind of the blank questions that you guys out there will be asked. So we'll get into it, get it done.
I'm pretty sure you know who the one to watch this is, but if not, motherfucker, watch this. These battle rappers still trying to get their feelings hurt. Put something on it, how much is your pride really worth? See when you
picking out a tattoo, that's a bit of a tough one. Ideas, the stuff that I've seen that I've liked. I try to be as original as possible, which is pretty hard in the tattoo world, especially because it's so socially acceptable now. So a lot more people have tattoos, so it's kind of hard. But I kind of get an idea, and then I definitely speak to my artist, and we draw something up together, and then we go from there. But 99% of the time, when I originally have an idea for a tattoo, I kind of follow through with it. Preparation for a tattoo: always eat before I get tattooed. So I always eat, always get tattooed on a full stomach, and I've always got to be chewing on something, so like lollies, chewing gum, and music. Music's the biggest thing. Just zone out, get out of that zone.
Oh, showtime, let's go. I'm the livest, so you know. Shit, you remember me, don't you? My team breezed through last year and took the scene over.
My family thing with tattoos, the only one in my immediate and nearly extended family that have tattoos. Mum's my biggest critic, as you can imagine. She used to hate them. I think she's kind of accepting them now. My brothers love them. They always hit me up every time I see them. What do you get next? What's new? They don't mind it. I think at the start, when I started getting a lot of visual tattoos, like my arm and my hands and knuckles and that, kind of tripped me out a bit. But it's just who I am, so they accept it. So they're pretty cool with it.
Never reaching your door like hot sale. Launder all my money like mockbill. So hot the block melt.
What I'm going to look like when I'm older with tattoos? Badass. Nah, I don't really know. I don't really think about it. I live for the moment. It's pretty common for people to have a fair bit of tattoos now, so I guess I'm not going to be the only one at 80 that's going to be covered in them. So don't really care. Don't really think about it too much.
The guru approved from D12. L Pump, Big Pop, can't forget Dilla. JMJ, this one here is a left fielder. You know my name's so pressed.
What chicks think of my work? I don't really know. Like, I think it definitely attracts some chicks. Let's not lie about it. And then you do obviously get the cliche or tattoo vibe from some as well. But I think as a whole, most chicks dig it, which is cool, I guess. Chicks with tattoos, I love it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, chicks with tattoos is wicked. And the more the better. But definitely, it doesn't take away from a good-looking chick whether she has tattoos or not. I have to say most chicks that I kind of see or date definitely don't have as many tattoos as me. But yeah, no, I love it. Role models growing up, I was never the kind of person to have a role model. Just did my own thing, a bit of a wild child when I was younger, so I don't really have any role models. But if I did, it'd probably have to be my mates. I think they influence you the most in life because you're around them 24/7, so they rub off on you and you rub off on them. I don't really look up to anyone, particularly like tattoo artists out there that I think do mad work, but no such role models. Any tattoos I regret? Yeah, man, not many people get to see this, so you're getting a glimpse. About 4 or 5 years ago now, back before, I don't know, I knew better, got some home jobs done. Not that I regret them, because like, obviously they mean something, but yeah, it's kind of stuffed that area up to get something better there now, so yeah.
Time to hit the road. It's like my mind's got a cage around it, twisting up, chasing power.
First tattoo, this is how it all started. See that little Japanese symbol there? That means unity. That's how it all started on my 18th birthday, about 5 years ago now. Never had the intention to go as far as I did with tattoos, and yeah, that's how it all started. Didn't particularly mean too much. It was more like a real close group of mates, so it's about unity, bringing us together and stuff like that, so it was a really cool idea at the time.
Sitting in the dark, drinking, thinking this is hard living, staring at the sky without any stars in it.
Favourite tattoo, I've got two, totally different reasons. My knuckles would be one, which is love. and then is pain, because I think anything to do with life, if you love it, it's going to cause you pain, whether that's a relationship, work, friends, family, whatever. But that's probably my most meaningful tattoo. And the other one has to be in my hand, which says "Don't pull the pin," just because it's killer work and it's just a daily reminder to never give up, never stop trying.
I ran from everything as fast as I could, but it seems I found me troubles in town, and it seems that now he's really seen without me.
I know I'll never ever get a tattoo with my partner's name, full stop. I'm not liking to be branded. I think the only exception to that would be maybe if I was like 80 and we'd been together for a real long time. I would possibly think about it, but no, I'd never get a partner's tattoo name. A random's coming up asking me questions flat out, like especially like out in the town and stuff like that. Always get random people going, grabbing you and touching you, be like, that's cool, it's awesome. Like, I don't mind it. Can get full on sometimes. I think anyone with a lot of work and a lot of visual work gets it. Some of it's really cool. It's really good when someone else with lots of tattoos, you can sit down and have a proper conversation about it. It does get a bit annoying when someone that doesn't really have tattoos, or you know, they ask you the cliche questions, or like, did that hurt, and that's really cool and stuff like that. But it definitely does. It's definitely a conversation starter. You've always got something to talk about, and people always asking you questions, so it's kind of cool. I'ma get a good view and watch the city fall apart. Who are my artists? I've had a few over the years, obviously because I'm from Perth. A lot of my artists over there. Scotty at Primitive Tattoos in Perth did most of my sleeve and a few other bits and pieces. But my Melbourne artist has to be Zach Hart. I found him kind of by mistake over here on a holiday about a year ago. Done some work on me, and now that I'm living over in Melbourne, continue going back to him because I just love his style. He knows what I like. It's all about colour, and that's what he's into. So yeah, Zach Hart would have to be my favourite artist that's tattooing me at the moment. My tattoo hurt the most, my chest by far, and the only part of my chest that hurt the most is that real centre section. I get that question a lot by random people, like, oh, your throat must have hurt, and yeah, that came, but knowing how much my chest hurt, it's nothing compared to that. Even my knuckles and hands and stuff like that were pretty bearable, but come to the chest, and I'm not gonna lie, I winched a fair bit. Need my head examined. Tattoos have changed from, say, 30 years ago till now. Obviously, a long time ago, they're not as clean as tattoos as what you see now. So obviously everyone's seen older people with tattoos from years ago. And they're a lot smaller, lines aren't as clean and stuff like that. So it's definitely evolved. And the styles of tattoos have totally changed. A lot of my stuff's traditional, but then you've got all your new school stuff as well, like realism work, insane colour work and grayscale stuff. So tattoos in the last 30 years have just exploded and changed so much. It's really hard to kind of answer that question. The road. Alright guys, that's it from me in Melbourne. You won't be seeing me too much in front of the camera from now on. I'm going to be behind it, as I said, conducting interviews and covering events around Melbourne. So I'd just like, again, a big shout out to Shane, the man with the camera filming me today, Deb and Gab, who took these killer photos that I can't wait to see, and Ren from the Gold Coast for giving me this opportunity to work down in Melbourne for Mayhem. I'm loving it, just really amped to get into it. Great opportunity, and there's so much to come. You guys are going to be shocked at what we've got lined up, and it's not just within Australia, we've got stuff happening overseas. Make sure you jump onto YouTube, check out the videos, jump to the Facebook page, Mayhem, check it out. There's tattooed babes, there's upcoming events, there's clothing labels. Big shout out to Candy Cooks, as I said, for the clothes today and sussing it out. They're an awesome Gold Coast based label, so you guys get onto it, like some killer stuff coming out, and remember, it's all about being different, so think outside the square when you're looking at new clothes to buy. And again, thanks guys, it's been a blast, a lot easier than I thought, so everyone that's going to get interviewed and photos taken in the future, don't worry about it, it's cruisy, it's laid back, it's fun, you just have a ball with it, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Peace.